Hello students, in our today's class let us study the second negotiable instrument, that is bill of exchange. Okay, so from your promissory note, bill of exchange and check, we have already completed promissory note. So today we will see bill of exchange. Okay, so promissory note, the section was section 4, so a bill of exchange, it is section 5. Okay, so kindly take it down. Bill of exchange, section 5 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So we'll try to understand bill of exchange with a smaller example. Suppose this person is a buyer. Okay, so he is a buyer over here and this person is a seller. Okay, so now the seller will sell the goods to the buyer. Okay, so he will sell the goods to the buyer. So again buyer will say that he cannot make the payment now, he will make the payment say after 3 months or 2 months. Okay, so he will tell the seller that I will make the payment after 3 or 2 months. So now what the seller will do, okay, he will say it's okay, you can make the payment after 3 months or 2 months or any given period of time, but he will give a bill of exchange to the buyer. Okay, so he will issue a bill of exchange to the buyer saying that you have to put your signature on this, you have to accept this bill of exchange and you have to make the payment. Okay, so here the buyer will agree that he will make the payment to the seller or to any person whom the seller is saying. Okay, that is the third party. Okay, either to the seller or to any third party, he will put the signature on the bill of exchange and then give it to the seller. Okay, so here on the maturity date, that is after the fixed period of time, the buyer has to make the payment to the seller. Okay, so that is your bill of exchange. Okay, so it is made by whom? It is made by the seller himself. Okay, the seller himself is going to issue a bill of exchange. In return the buyer has to put the signature. Okay, so we'll see the meaning. It is a document that is accepted by the debtor. Okay, so the main thing over here is you have to remember the word accepted. Okay, because in the MCQ they might ask you for which negotiable instrument acceptance is necessary. Okay, so it is for your bill of exchange. For your bill of exchange, acceptance is very necessary. So who is going to accept the bill of exchange? The debtor is going to accept the bill of exchange. Okay, as per which he agrees to make the payment of certain sum of money to the creditor or any person to whom he orders. Okay, so the payment is made either to the creditor or to any other person. Okay, so we'll see the format here. So this is the format of a bill of exchange. Okay, so here amount is written, so amount is clearly stated over here, that is amount rupees 1 lakh. Okay, then place, what is the place, which is the place. Okay, then date is to be written. Date is very important because it will help you to know the maturity of that particular instrument. Okay, so here 90 days after the date, so whatever date you are writing over here, 90 days after that date, pay Mr. XYZ or to order. Okay, so here your Mr. XYZ, who is he will become the seller. Okay, since he has sold the goods. Okay, so the payment is to be received by him, that's why XYZ. Or to order, order is the person to whom seller has given the direction to pay. Maybe the seller has to make the payment to somebody else, the seller may have said that person to make the payment, say Mr. X. Okay, so to any person to order a sum of rupees 1 lakh for value received. Okay, for value received, whatever the consideration was there, any transaction has taken between these two parties. Okay, then here signature of the drawer. Okay, so who is going to put the signature over here? The one who has made this bill of exchange. Okay, so who is the drawer over here? The buyer, the seller is the drawer over here. Okay, so the drawer's name and drawer's address. Okay, then here accepted. Okay, now who has to accept it? The one who has taken money, or maybe because of some trade, the one who has taken the money, that is the debtor. Okay, so you can also call him as a debtor, you can also call this person as a drawee. Okay, so drawee. Okay, so or you can, in simple words, you can also say him as buyer. Okay, so here the buyer has to accept this particular bill of exchange and he has to write accepted and he has to put the signature. Okay, that he has accepted this bill of exchange. Okay, then to drawee's name. Okay, to drawee's name, who is the drawee over here, that is the buyer, and the drawee's address is to be written. Okay, is that clear? Okay, next one, let's see the parties. Okay, so who are the parties over here? Drawer. Okay, who is a drawer? Drawer is the one who makes the bill of exchange, or one who draws the bill of exchange. Okay, so here whosoever name is here, okay, say here a Mr. XYZ. So Mr. XYZ is the drawer over here. Okay, drawer or maker of the bill of exchange. Then drawee. Okay, who is the drawee? The person on whom the bill is drawn. Okay, so here suppose Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A, suppose if this if the buyer is Mr. A, then he will become the debtor, he will also become the drawee. Okay, and he will also become the acceptor. Okay, he will also become the acceptor over here, because he has to give his acceptance that he is agreeing to the terms and conditions written on the bill. Okay, so here who is the acceptor? The acceptor, drawee, debtor, all are one over here. Okay, here who are the drawer? Okay, the drawer, you may also call him as payee also. Okay, because he is the one who is going to receive the payment. Okay, next comes your acceptor. So who accept the bill? Okay, who will accept the bill? The drawee is going to accept the bill, or on behalf of the drawer. Okay, next one, payee, one to whom the sum is payable, whose name is stated on the bill. Okay, so here whose name is stated, either to XYZ, so he will become the payee, or to order. Order means what? Any third party whomsoever XYZ is stating. Okay, next one, the holder, original payee or any other person to whom the bill has been endorsed. Okay, now suppose, let's take this example again. Okay, now here XYZ was the payee. Okay, that is XYZ has to receive the payment. Okay, say he has to receive the payment from Mr. A. Okay, now he has drawn a bill of exchange saying that Mr. A has to make the payment to XYZ. Now what happens? XYZ has to make the payment to whom? He has to make the payment to, say, Mr. S. Okay, okay, Mr. S, he has to make the payment to Mr. S. Okay, now who will be the holder of this particular bill of exchange? S will be the holder. Okay, now how you can transfer the bill of exchange to Mr. S? That is by endorsement. Okay, endorsement means what? Signing back on the instrument. Okay, so whatever the bill of exchange was there, so here XYZ has to put his signature and say endorsed to Mr. S. Okay, now suppose if S has to make the payment to, say, Mr. Q. Okay, at that time S can give this negotiable instrument to Mr. Q by signing on that particular instrument. Okay, I hope this is clear. So since your bill of exchange, it is a negotiable instrument, it can be negotiated or transferred any number of times within the within the date of maturity. Okay, so features, a bill is drawn and signed by the maker. Okay, so who is going to sign? The drawer is going to sign. Okay, he is going to draw and he is going to sign. Then debtor must give the acceptance to the terms and conditions of the bill, that is putting signature and writing the word accepted. Okay, so the one who is the debtor, okay, who has taken money from the creditor, he has to give his acceptance. Okay, acceptance is very important, it shows that the debtor is agreeing to the terms of the bill. Okay, that's why it's very important over here. So here please remember the word acceptance, don't forget this word. Okay, if you find the word acceptance, then it is for bill of exchange. Okay, whereas in your promissory note there is no word called as acceptance and all, but in your bill of exchange, acceptance of the debtor is very necessary. Then it is an unconditional order to pay, that is there should not be any conditions. Okay, no conditions should be applied, that is I will make the payment to you if you pay the fees. Okay, or maybe if you go to school, or maybe if you come to college every day, if you attend all the LPB classes. So these are the conditions, so such conditions should not be mentioned. Okay, it must be clear cut statement stating that the payment will be paid after so and so date, or maybe on that particular date, to a person or to any other third party. Okay, a bill is accepted for value received or some consideration, that is there must be some dealing between the two parties. Okay, maybe buying and selling, or maybe some other activity, maybe somebody has taken loan from the person, so during that time there must be some consideration. A bill is payable 3 days of after 3 days of maturity. Okay, so generally the bill of exchange matures on 90 days. Okay, so the total maturity, there will be 3 days extra given for the bill of exchange to be paid. Okay, so this 3 days period is known as grace period. Okay, or grace days. Okay, please write it in your notebook. Grace period is given to the bill of exchange, that is 90 days actual maturity was there, but here extra 3 days will be given to the debtor to make the repayment. Okay, so it is payable after 3 days of maturity. How many days? 3 days. Okay, so highlight this word 3 days. Okay, you might expect the MCQ for that. Then if the bill is paid on due date, it will be honor of the bill, or else it will be the dishonor of the bill. Okay, so here in the given example, what was the maturity of the bill? Okay, it was given as 90 days. Okay, now suppose if Mr. A is going to make the payment within 90 days, or on the 90th day, or on the 3 days grace period, that is on the 93rd day. If he is going to make the payment, it will be termed as honor of the bill, that is the payment was made to the creditor by the debtor. Okay, otherwise it will be known as dishonor of the bill. Okay, that is if he fails to pay after the 93rd day. Okay, even after 3 days grace period, if he does not make the payment to the creditor, at that time it is known as what? It is known as dishonor of the bill. Next one, when the bill is dishonor, the holder of the bill will file a complaint with the notary. Okay, underline this one. Okay, so what will the creditor do? He will go and file a case against the debtor, saying that the debtor did not pay the money back. Okay, regarding non-payment of bill, called as noting. Okay, underline this also. And the fee paid is known as, and the fee paid for this is called as protest fees. Okay, so they might ask you what is protest fee, so kindly don't ignore this. What is this? If you are not going to make the payment, okay, they are going to file a complaint called as notary for the non-payment, which is called as noting, and the fees paid for the same is known as protest fees. Okay, so protest fees will come in which instrument? It will come under your bill of exchange. Okay, next one, it must bear a revenue stamp. Okay, so in the specimen also you have seen it must have a stamp over there. Okay, so you have to put the stamp. It might be the stamp which is fixed by you. Okay, next one, holder can discount the bill with the banker. Okay, maybe you have studied in accountancy. Okay, not maybe, I'm sure that you have studied bills of exchange, discounting of bills. Okay, so now bills, what happens, the one who is going to receive the bills, in his accounts it will be bills receivable. The one who has to make the payment of the bills, in his account it will be bills payable. Okay, now suppose this is a bill of exchange. Okay, this is a bill of exchange, and there are two people. Okay, say person A and person B, two people are there. Okay, now here A has taken money from B. Okay, so B gave him a bill of exchange, so A accepted it and gave it to B. Okay, now the maturity of the bill was 90 days. Okay, so 90 days period was the maturity of the bill. Now suppose if he has given the bill of exchange today, if A has accepted the bill of exchange today, okay, then B should not ask A for money up to 90 days, that is 90 days plus 3 days grace. Okay, so he can ask after, he can file a case after 93 days. Now suppose if the if it is 60th day, okay, what was the maturity date? 90 days was the maturity date, but suppose today is the 60th date of the bill. Okay, I'm just taking a imaginary example. Okay, 60th day. Now suppose if B is in need of money, B cannot go to A saying that please make the payment. Okay, suppose if he has taken 10,000 from B, B cannot go to A and say please pay my 10,000 back. He cannot do that. Okay, because the maturity of the bill is what? 90 days plus 3 days as per mentioned in the bill. Okay, so what B can do, if he is in need of money, okay, that is if he urgently requires money, he will go to the banker, okay, with the bill of exchange, saying, say he will go to State Bank of India. Okay, he will go to SBI and he will give the bill of exchange. Okay, so what is the value of bill of exchange? The value was 10,000 rupees. Okay, so now what the banker will do? He will discount the bill. Okay, discount the bill means what? He will give say 9,500 rupees to Mr. B. Okay, he won't give 10,000, but he will give how much rupees to B? He will give 9,500 rupees to B. Okay, so now the question arises, for now the period was suppose today it was 60th day, so how many days are remaining? 30 days are remaining plus 3 days are remaining, right? Okay, so now for these many days the banker will keep the bill of exchange with himself. Okay, he will keep it with himself, and after this particular maturity, after the date of maturity, he will give this bill of exchange, or he will send this bill of exchange to Mr. A, and Mr. A has to make the payment of 10,000 rupees only. Okay, he has to make the payment of 10,000 rupees. So the banker has paid B 9,500. Okay, but the banker will collect 10,000 rupees from Mr. A. Is that clear? Okay, so he will collect he will collect 10,000 from A. So what is the benefit to the banker? Rupees 500 is the benefit to the banker. That is what? Discounting the bills. Okay, so a bill can be transferred or endorsed from one person to another till the date of maturity. Okay, that is, you can you can endorse or you can transfer the bill any number of times. Okay, up to the date of maturity. So now suppose B has the bill. Okay, he can endorse it to C. Okay, he then so on up to Z, up to how many days? Up to the maturity of that particular instrument. Okay, so this much is sufficient for the day. I hope bill of exchange concept is clear to you people. Kindly go through the features once again. So in the next class we will discuss types of bills of exchange, and we will also discuss MCQ on bills of exchange. Okay, if you are having any queries relating to the subject, you can ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day.